G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for part number 16 of my cold dual-wielding Reaper playthrough. Last episode was a farming episode, so if you want to see all of the loot from that farming episode, you'll have to go watch the actual episode because a lot of it got left on the ground and a lot of it got sold. I have equipped the weapons already. I've also put the Magi's shoulders on. But before we get too much into that, I did want to shout out 295th Street for his comment on the previous video where he said, "No attempts for Chillstrife." And that's not technically true. I did go and kill, was it Laria? I think Laria, might have been Janaxia. The one that I have access to anyway. I killed them one time at the end, and they dropped, I believe it was a Flame Strife, so it didn't actually drop. But to kind of make up for that, I did go and kill them a whole bunch of times in between episodes. I also did a few more runs of Namadea, and this is the results. So let's go over the Chillstrife first. So I have 12 kills here, and it was the 12th kill that I got my first Chillstrife, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kinda crap. So Stalwart of Frostbite is not good. If I hold down control here, it's considerably worse than the Malkadar's Dreadblades I get. And I get a Malkadar's Dreadblade every single time I kill him. It takes a little bit longer to get to him, for sure. But I had to kill this thing 12 times to get one of these. Now, granted, that's bad luck on my behalf. But it should be 30%, so I should have only had to kill it maybe 3 or 4 times to get one. But the point is, I did have to kill it 12 times before I got one. You can have really bad luck with this. And the one that I did get is honestly not very good. And this is why I opted to go with Malkadar's stuff, because every time I kill him, I get a sword. And I think I killed him maybe 7 or 8 times. Let's round it up and say 10 times in the previous episode. But out of that, I got Chilled of Shattering, and I got Glacial of Alacrity, which are pretty good. Anything without attack speed at this point is going to be not great. So this is why I didn't really highly prioritize the Chillstrifes. That's not to say that they are bad weapons. That minus 8% cold resistance on Veil of Shadow is going to account for a lot of extra damage. Having said that, the 80% weapon damage on execution from Malkadar's Dreadblade, pretty good. Having a 3-second freeze instead of a 1.5-second freeze, pretty good. Adding 2 extra targets to Necrotic Edge and an extra 2000 cold damage, that's pretty good too. So, honestly, I haven't done the maths, but I think they're probably kind of similar. I would probably even give the edge to the 8% cold resistance shred on the Chillstrife. The issue I have with it is it just takes so long to get one, and then it's Stalwarted Frostbite and I can't use it. So that's why I've gone with Malkadar's Dreadblade. If you would prefer to use one of each, that's probably the best option, honestly. But this just takes too long to get a good one. So that's why I haven't really been prioritizing it. It absolutely is a good weapon if you can get good rolls on it. So that's kind of all I had to say about that. The other thing is I went and killed Namadea a whole bunch of extra times. So I ended up with 3 helmets. These 2 were from the farming episode. And then I killed it a bunch more times. I guess it'd be 6 times since I got 1 more helmet and 5 eyes. I'm not saying the game knows that I want helmets, but I'm saying the game knows that I want helmets. So this is what I got for the eyes that I farmed in between episodes. And I only got 1 helmet, and wouldn't you know it, Overseers of Frostbite. I wish I'd been recording it, because this is suspiciously really nice, but you'll just have to believe me or not. And I'm going to use this at 74. So I'm actually going to keep this lower level helmet until level 74, and I can use this. This is a straight upgrade. I will be losing some stats, so I'll be losing physique and spirit, but I'll be gaining cold damage, basically. And I get to keep the Overseer's prefix for that 24% armor absorption, which is very nice. While I was killing Namadea, I also got some Reaper's Legs. So I got Ancient of Fortitude, And I got Stonehide of Protection. Either one of these would be fine. I don't know that I'm going to actually use them though, because I have the Winter Storm on those pants and getting more shredding is really good. This here, if I take, let's just take the items that have Winter Storm on it off. Where is the other one? Is it a ring? It's not a ring. What is it? Gloves, shoulders. Where is the other one? Oh, you know what? It's going to be +1. Okay. So taking this from 11 to 16 is +5 levels, and it only gives me an extra 5% cold resistant shredding. So if we chuck those back on, yeah, now we're at -31%. So 2 affixes here is giving me less than that one sword. So yes, the Chillstrife is good. Just to say that for like the 7th time this episode. I do want 1 or 2 more here though, obviously, because I want more levels in that. So I'm maybe not going to use these. I will probably be hanging on to them. Not these ones though, just because the armor is so low. I like the prefix on this. Stonehide is really nice. But these ones have got considerably more armor, and also that 8% armor there applies to all my other slots as well, so that's going to be very useful. So I'm going to hang on to that. Then also at 74, actually let's compare, shall we? Stonehide of Fortitude on these boots here as well, so I could actually lose the Stonehide on the gloves here, but anyway, we'll probably deal with this at 74 when I get the helmet as well. So what do we got here? 911. The Reaper ones have got a little bit more in terms of armor. Also note that these Reaper leggings versus the Reaper leg guards, I think they are, is the other one. These ones don't have the +3 to Soul Harvest like the other ones do. So these are not good in terms of skill points. These are basically just, you know, regular pants, ancient whatever pants of Fortitude. Yeah, actually pretty similar resistances. So yeah, I'm not going to use those either. I'm going to hang on to these pants. I'm going to hang on to this chest, I think, because of the Winter Storm. And I'm going to hang on to this Namadea's Horns. These Stonehide boots I'll probably end up using. And then this has got a lot more armor. So I think I would prefer to use this over the Winter Storm one. But we'll see how we go. I definitely don't need those anymore. These boots, yeah, I probably don't need those anymore either. And then these rings have got pretty good resistances, so I'm going to hang on to those just in case I end up having to mess around with resistances. But otherwise, I think we're good to go. The only other thing I wanted to point out is that I did get the Sapphire of Elemental Balance as a drop while I was farming the Chillstrife. So these rings are really nice, and ideally I would like to wear a pair of these at 72. The issue, of course, is that I would be losing, well, Pierce Resist I don't care about, but Chaos, I'm not even capped. I can't really afford to lose 20% Chaos. And then 15% Elemental would uncap Fire and Lightning as well. So I can't really swap that one out. And same for this one, the Elemental, I think the Poison, yeah, Poison and Pierce I don't care so much about, but I need that Elemental Resist. So as much as I would, I guess this does have Elemental. The other one also has Elemental, the Ruby. And the proc is really nice on the rings, so I might try and make a set of those and try and use them. Maybe after we do some gear juggling later, it might be a little more feasible to use rings with no resistances. Okay, so we were up to talking to Barnabas. Let's go eat our conversation pie with Barnabas. Okay. Now he's going to send us to Twin Falls. So let's go over to Twin Falls and let's kill us some undead. We've already talked to Lutra actually, so we can just skip this. We've killed Kilrian last episode. Actually, I want to kill Kilrian again. Ideally, I want to get his Shattered Soul. Now, The Magi's Mantle here, which I did put on in between the episodes, because I actually forgot about it in the farming episode. This one has 30% vitality converted to cold. I believe this caps out at 36, and then the belt as well. I've got 57%. I'm pretty sure this caps out at 60. You get very close to 100% vitality converted to cold there. And so if I can get Kilrian's Shattered Soul, it's probably worth putting it on... Well, it's definitely worth putting it on my chest, if I can. Why am I getting wrecked here? Oh, I'm reflecting damage to myself, and I'm ignoring the priests like an idiot. Okay, there we go. Glyph of Kelfat Zoth. If you ever want to do lightning pets, that's probably the way to do it. Okay, priests. Priests have got to go. Let's get rid of them. Actually, I probably don't need to be killing these. I'm only really here for Kilrian, so... let's... Oh, that can't Shadow Strike to this wall for some reason. Every other wall in the entire game, sure, but not that one. Alright. I'm just going to duck down. I'm going to kill Kilrian. He's not going to drop his Shattered Soul. I'm going to pretend to be very disappointed. And then we'll move on with the main story, or the main campaign. And we'll get some more distance on that. So I've waffled for long enough already on gear and such. At this point, I'll probably be looking to upgrade a lot of my armor. Weapons again at 84. And 84, I think, is where I'm going to stop trying to get upgrades for Namidia's horns. We will see how I end up doing it. I think what I'm going to do is get up to Barrowhome in Act 5 and then go do Forgotten Gods. And then I'll see what level I am when I get to that point. Because if I want to fight the Ravager with this hero at all, then I can't stay hostile with Barrowhome in Ultimate. So I may have to go and grind a whole bunch of totems to get the levels that I need to kill Namidia to get the 94 helmet drop. Or we could just swap back to the, is it Death Shroud mask? I forget exactly what the thing's called, but the mask from Old Mate in Fort Harran. We could definitely use that at max level as well. Right. Seraphim, no. No. We don't want that. I mean, I kind of want it, but I don't need it. I'm checking for the treasure trove here. No treasure trove, let's go kill Kilrian. Or at least try to. I definitely remember him being a little bit of a pain. So he's frozen, that's fine. We'll kill off his friends, especially the ones that glow yellow. And there's a whole bunch of blue stuff on the ground here. Which I think is me. It's kind of hard to tell. Hermit's Leg Guards, pretty good resistances, okay armor. That's a nice chunk of health, OA and DA. I should probably be picking more stuff up to sell. Anyway, we are here for Kilrian, so let's go kill Kilrian. Now he's going to put goop on the floor, and hopefully I'm going to be able to see it when he does. It's probably down already. Yeah, I'm taking tons of damage. There's the goop, I can quite clearly see it now. There's his dart. Alright. What are you? You're swift. I'm just going to kill this guy. And then I'm pretty sure I'm standing in goop there, so let's not stand in the goop. And Kilrian should go down pretty quick at this point. Getting a lot of fumbles, I'm standing in goop again. Alright, and down he goes. Alright, we got a triple rare there, and we did not get Kilrian's heart. Officers of the Cabal, not really amazing, but hey, it'll sell for nice money. Alright, so I get to be disappointed at this point that he didn't drop the... Shattered Soul, but them's the breaks, right? So let's push on here. I think I will go just for something completely different, I am going to go down to the Steps of Torment and collect my my skeleton key, because I will want to use that at a later date to get a new set of Magi's shoulders, hopefully. Which means I need to go this way. Unfortunately, it does mean there's going to be a decent chunk of extra running. I know everyone's super excited about running. But I do want the skeleton key. Also, I think it was 295th Street again. Don't quote me on this one. And if it wasn't, then my apologies to whoever actually said it. But if you work through the Riggs questline, you apparently get another skeleton key there. So I could go back to normal and just talk to Riggs, because I've already done the actual quest. I should be able to go back to Riggs and get a skeleton key as well. Again, my apologies if I misattributed that, but I think that's who said it. Fate Weaver leggings can be good. That's pretty good armor. The prismatic barrier, I do like it because it is a very large chunk of physical resistance. The downside for it is that it's only up, was it 8 seconds out of 40 or something like that? 12 out of 45. So it's up about a quarter of the time, which means it averages out to, what, 3-4%, something like that. So if it's active when you need it, awesome, great. And if it's not, then it's kind of useless. You definitely don't want to be relying on any of those resistances on that proc. If you're not capped, unless that proc is up, then you're not capped. Let's do Ancient Spirit Totem. Sure, why not? You need to die first, actually. What are you? Wandering Soul. I can't remember what you do, so you're gonna die next. Alright, let's turn the loot off. We've just attracted all of the pigs as well, or the undead have. Oh, taking a bit of a beating there. Okay, Void Touched has got to go because of my Chaos Resistance. Also the Aether Touched, or the Corrupted. There we go. And lovely. What do we get for loot? Glyph of Seismic Strength. Rubbish. Mark of Broken Oath. That's going to be pets. Maraband is also pets. And, I mean, Chilled of Fervor. It's close. That's actually not horrible. I'm not going to use it, but it's not horrible. What else we got here? Nothing looks too amazing. Okay, Supremacy, Soul Warding, Death's Chill. Okay, it's an offhand. Immovable, that's shield. Yeah, no, none of this, none of this. Shattering's not horrible, but I mean, it's not on one of the MIs. So it's, I'm not going to say it's worthless, but yeah, it's kind of worthless.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, I can't remember if this is a dead end or if this is the place that goes to the, yeah, this, here we go. That's the Soleil Sect Leg Guard farm location, which everybody will be more than familiar with and hate seeing it. Sick of seeing that place. Doubly sick of having to run down here to get the pants. Okay, Diseased, I can deal with Diseased. There we go, Frostborn of Alacrity. What was that? Was that a gun or a one-handed sword? That's actually pretty close. I mean, it's not there, but it's kind of close. Right. So we go north here. Obviously, I'm going to be killing anything with a star above its head. And we'll pick all this up. Hopefully I'm not standing in goop. Seriously considering getting rid of the Leviathan. I know it's really good. It's basically the tier 3 cold devotion. But it's just covering the floor in so much crap I can't tell where I'm standing. I mean, I really was struggling to see Kilrian's goop, and that's bright purple, so I don't know if I'm going to keep it. We will see. I've got 2 death saves. It's probably fine. Probably. Alright. A little bit of reputation with the Coven. Always good. And no, I'll do it later. I'm going to forget. I'll have to come back and get my additional 2, 3 stat points. I think it's going to be 2. And I'm going the wrong way. I'm pretty sure when I turn that quest in, I'm going to get at least 2. And I don't remember doing it in normal, but I may have. No, I must have, because it wasn't on the quest list when I was back in Veteran farming for items. I remember I had 2 quests in from Veteran. I can't remember what they were, but it wasn't that one. Okay, I see an aura here, which means, yep, there's Stone Tooth, the Defender. Alright, let's just grab all the loot and be on our way. One of the great things about Grim Dawn is if you ever get lost, just follow the wagon tracks. Most of the time you'll be fine. Alright, Corrupted, you've got to die. Unstoppable, don't care. Void Touched has also got to die. I'm pretty sure I'm standing in goop. Yo, nothing good dropped, but, you know, maybe one day I'll get something nice. Alright. Let's go back and get our attribute points now that I'm here. Not that I'm really spending the attribute points in a hurry at the moment. I probably should get some more, maybe Cunning for offensive ability. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind on offensive ability. Having said that, I'm actually not behind on offensive ability. I'm just way in front on defensive. Alright, what do we get? 2? Yeah, we just got 2. There's level 72. Now, I had a piece of gear at 72. It was not Namidea's horns, it was these pants. Okay. Oh, and the chest. Alright, pants and chest. So, bleeding I definitely need. Poison I don't, piercing I don't. So I could swap this in right now. I think I'm going to. Resistances all stay pretty much set. I'm going to swap the pants in as well. I need to get some more elemental resistances from somewhere, actually. That's 30%. So I could swap out the ordered ruby ring. The problem then would be chaos resistance, actually. Although, having said that, that looks like it might... I mean, 71 is not horrible. I'd rather have a chaos resistance hole than a fire resistance hole. And it seems I don't need that that soul shard either. So, Spell Sage boots? Nah, it's even less armor. How about these pants? No. No. A little bit of chaos res. I mean, I can get 8% on my gloves. I would lose 3% attack damage converted to health, but 17 is okay. We could make this work. And then I just need one. Yeah, we can do this. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of preemptive gear management. Well, not really preemptive, but you know what I mean. Losing the Ice Spike proc kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Can I swap this in later? I would lose 40 bleeding resist, which is fine. And I would lose 25 poison, which is also fine. Aether resist on that component. Yeah, so I can just swap this one straight in at 74. I'll be swapping this one straight in at 74. Yeah, I think we're good. So I'm going to put a scaled hide on my boots. And then... do I have one, actually? And then maybe... Or not boots, sorry, pants. That's going to get me 99%. I'm happy with that. We're going to pick up another 3% from this helmet in 2 levels. So I'm 100% fine with having 1% under the cap on armor absorption. So that leaves my chest here, and I can put Chains of Oleron. That's offensive ability, move speed. I think that's probably going to be the go here. What else we got? We got one of those for... Oh, actually, I'm going to make another... I'll make another Vengeful Wraith to go on the other ring. Do I have one of those already? No. This is the glove component that I was thinking about getting. It's got attack speed, it's got chaos resistance, it's pretty good. And all I would lose is 3%, so I'm going to actually make that change. That's going to put my resistances more or less done. And then, I mean, ideally I want Kilrian's Shattered Soul on my chest, which I'm pretty sure I don't have. No, I definitely don't have Kilrian. No, it's worth a try. Yeah. What else could we do? The other thing we could do, I could just put an ancient armor plate there. Honestly, 8% increased armor, plus 35 armor, a little bit of physique is not bad. Alright. I took myself back into that one. The attack speed would be very nice. So the cap for attack speed, you can see it here on page 2, if we go all the way to the top. Attack speed here, 165%. This is going to bring that to 173, and maximum is 200. So you start with 100, and you can go up to 200. Keep the item, chuck that on there. So 173, 3.24 attacks per second. Pretty good. How are we doing for these? We got 17, we got 34, we got, what's that, 50, 51. Shouldn't do maths while I'm recording. 72, 75, and 5. We're looking at 107%. Assuming I can do maths while recording, which is not a safe assumption. Also putting more points in here. Now that says 9%, so I actually only lost 1% attack damage converted to health by taking that component off. So, I mean, pretty happy, all things told. I do want to get a Vengeful Wraith. I probably should keep that. I've got 4 dynamites. I can definitely get more. Not in this difficulty, I can't, but. That's fine. I am sorely tempted to chuck these boots on as well. Plus 2 to Spectral Wrath, not a big deal at the moment. Losing that 11% movement speed is actually a big deal, though, so I'm going to hang on to the boots just for resistances. But I think I'm not going to end up using it. Right, so Vengeful Wraith. We could also grab these right here. These are really good. So 10% Aether, or 15% Poison and Bleeding. Now, Bleeding's way over, Poison's way over, so I don't need that right now. Maybe I just take the offensive ability. I think I do. Yeah, we just take the offensive ability there. What about this one? That's got Aether Res. I do need that. This one has Slith Venom as well, which I don't need, so we'll grab another Boneback Spine there. There we go. And Vengeful Wraith. Booyah. Okay. We are cooking with gas, so I've got a bunch of extra offensive ability now. I think I lost a bunch of defensive ability as well. I think we'll chuck 5 points into Physique. That'll get me a little bit more defensive ability. I'm still dodging a lot of attacks, but it's much less than it used to be. What else we got? Oh, I think that's fine. Okay, so another 10 minutes of waffling. Let's go stab some things. Actually, before I do, I've got a few more things to sell. And I will be selling all of it, I think. Not those. Those are actually better than these ones. And you are also not as good. So if we just compare these two, we've got the same armor. This one is Stonehide, which, I mean, piercing, poison, bleeding. This one is piercing, poison, vitality, and bleeding. So we can toss that and we'll hang on to this one. Alright, we are looking pretty good. Watch me go and die now that I've spent all that time doing this. And we've already done that. Okay. back to the Smuggler's Pass. So we've got Voldrak coming up, and I think Voldrak is kind of officially the end of Act 2. I think he counts as the boss of Act 2. It also seems to kind of depend on who you're talking to as to whether he's actually the boss of Act 2, or if Cronley is, or, you know, getting to Homestead might be the end of Act 2. I'm pretty sure it's Voldrak. Regardless, we are going to go and murder him to death, hopefully without getting murdered to death ourselves. Also kind of halfway hoping that this totem's not here, so hooray, it's not. Okay, where's the hunters? You, right there, you get to die. Alright, and I think that's... Oh, we woke up some other friends. I don't care about them, they don't have nets. They're not important. Okay, let's just play Keepy away from Voldrak. I'm gonna wait for him to do his big wind-up. I'm gonna dodge it. Dodge that one as well. You know what? Let's just take one of... Well, he missed. I was gonna say, let's just take one of those in the face and see what happens. Well, we get absolutely slammed. That's what happens. Alright, down he goes. Officers of Ruin. That's actually pretty good. Not for this build, but very good anyway. Those are not horrible either. I would much prefer the Winter Storm rather than the Arcane Blaze, but, you know, it's okay. Who are you? Sun Eater. Why do I have this feeling that he's actually not someone you want to mess around with? There's one of those, the heroes of those Mistmen, or whatever they're called. One of them is very scary, and I can never remember which one it is. I think it might have been the Sun Eater, but definitely one of them has killed a few of my heroes before, or a few of my characters, rather. Alright, don't really need to be killing these, although more XP is definitely good, and getting to 74 is going to get me some much-needed defensive upgrades. So that'll be nice. What are you doing here, Ulgrim? How can I help? I will find a way. Yeah, she's dead, buddy. She's dead, sorry. I'll go and poke her body, though. And take whatever stuff she had. Alright. Into the Mountain Deeps. Vitality... Oh, we're pretty much done for resistances now. I still have it in my head that I don't have capture resistance as an ultimate, which honestly is a terrible idea, but you can kind of muddle through if you know what you're doing. I definitely don't. But, you know, if you know what you're doing, you can survive with less than capped resistances. It's not a good plan. It's absolutely not a good plan, even if you know what you're doing. You should know better, but you can do it. Or you just play softcore and it kind of doesn't matter. Just throw bodies at things until they die. Alright, getting reputation with the Coven is good. This is kind of why I say that buying the writ for the Coven is kind of optional. They don't have any gear that's super amazing that I'm really, really interested and excited to get. That kind of doesn't exist from them. And you get so much reputation from just everything once you've unlocked them. Right, I don't need to do this, so I'm just not going to. Instead, we're going to go and find Icrix, and then we're going to get out of here. So here's Icrix, the Ravener. Actually fairly tanky. I was expecting him to go down a little bit quicker. Incorruptible of Mending is not horrible. In fact, it's actually really good. Be interested to see how they're going to implement the changes in Fangs of Astrakhan, where you can re-roll or somehow replace or re-roll it, we don't know, the affixes on items you have. So you know, could I just take that incorruptible prefix off of that item and put it onto my existing metal? Or can you only do it from the same base type? Could I, you know, do I have to re-roll it? Is it something you have to pay money to re-roll and you get completely random stuff? Or can you go find the one you want and then kind of take it off of that item and put it on the one you want it on? I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I'm really looking forward to it, because farming Janaxia 12 times to get one Chillstrife is really annoying. It would be nice to be able to just, you know, have the affixes you want. Like, Mage Storm of Alacrity would not be horrible for a lightning or aether weapon, but it's on a gun. And it's a fire gun too. Where is it? Oh, it is an aether gun. Oh, I take it back. That's actually really good. I take back all the bad things I said about it. That is actually a really good gun. Oh, standing in the aether. Generally bad for your health. Alright, so we've got the fight coming up here at Homestead. Really not expecting anything too dangerous here. I think the boss is at Harris. Harris Red? No, that's the undead. Big tanky undead knight thing. What's his name? I can't remember. Not these guys. We've got actually a bunch of stuff here. And once Nazgurad died, it's Harath. There we go. Words are hard, names are even harder. But yeah, he's gonna go down. The four heroes that were standing there was much more of a threat. Alright, what do we get? Thirsting Maw, no good. Eye of the Blind Assassin, no good. Golem-born Greaves, can I wear these? I can, and I will. I am putting those on immediately. I really like the defensive proc on them. And they have really good stats as well. Where'd they go? There we go. Alright, so I'm going to lose a little bit of Aether resistance, but I can get that back by going back to Devil's Crossing. I don't care about the Pierce, I don't care about the Poison. The movement speed is not 11%, but it's kind of enough. I get more health, I get more physical resistance, and I get that Golem-born proc, which gives me 200 armor in every slot, in addition to the attack speed retaliation. It's just really nice armor. So, let's put that on. Now, like I said, I do need to go and get my Aether resistance capped, so I'm going to lose some offensive ability for that, but in all honesty, I don't care. Let's go ahead and chuck these purple and blue items in there. I will probably dynamite a lot of these, assuming I remember. Let's get this stuff out of my... I actually care about this pile. Okay. I think I'm just going to keep the one-slotters, honestly. Although, now that we've kind of made it to Homestead, I can just craft dynamite. So, come over here, good dynamite. Sure, I'll have a bunch of them. How many shards? How many, yeah, I've only got 7 of these. I should go and farm some more of these, but maybe in between episodes. Alright, let's vendor a bunch of this stuff. I'm not using any shoulders except for these ever again, so if I need better shoulders, then I need to go back to the Court of the Magi. Boots, I could definitely be talked into boots, but I think gloves are what I need. I don't see any gloves there. How about you? Mystic of Shattered Reality, no. No. Yeah, those are not horrible, but also not going to be used. Okay. Now we are absolutely going back to Devil's Crossing before anything else and getting some more Aether resistance, because Homestead is absolutely crawling with Aether damage. And I'm just not going to be dealing with uncapped Aether resistance here. This one? Corpse Fiend Tentacle? No. Gazer Eye. There we go. This one's already got a Gazer Eye, so I'm getting 30% Aether res from these. Jeez. And then also another... Yeah, okay, I need to get some more gear with Aether resistance. Alright, Traveler, there we go. Mark the Traveler on the boots. And we are good to go. Okay, back to Prospector's Trail. I'm going to go and do Pine Barrens today, and then I think we'll probably do Homestead left and right side tomorrow. But definitely I think we can get through Pine Barrens, maybe even get started on left side of Homestead. See how we go. I made all that dynamite and then I didn't blow anything up. Classic. Alright, I still got my little whirly boys out, which is good. I always forget to check that. Getting reputation with Homestead, very, very nice. I think that's those 3 heroes I killed way back at the start. It's fine with me. Okay, we follow the tracks. I'm going to... maybe rush is not the right word, but I'm going to get through this pretty quick. Also just noticed find Dahlia, so I didn't actually click on her, so I have to go back at some point. Which point, I'm not sure, but it's not going to be right this second, that's for sure. That's a lot of MIs. Alright, we've hit Hated with the Ethereals, which honestly I don't think I care. Yeah, I'm probably not going to use any of that. I definitely care about Aether Crystals though. And we may as well get some free XP on the go here. Okay, Deshigu Chillbane. You got cold stuff for me? Verbal Sky Effigy of Torrents. That's actually pretty good as well. If I was doing like a Storm Totem build, I think that'd be pretty good. Yeah, +4 to Storm Totem, plus a Lightning Nova. Yep, that's decent. The Nova is not so great because you generally don't want to be tanking if you're playing a Totem build, but it could be useful occasionally. And +4 is always good for your main skill, if that's what you're doing. Okay, Rift is here. I'm not going to talk to them just yet. I know what their quests are, I know where I'm going. I'll be honest, I don't know why I felt the need to murder that guy in particular, but it was definitely a thing that I had an uncontrollable urge to do. I mean, this is a stabby loot and shooter type game, so do I really need an excuse? Just thought it was funny. I'd already ran past him. I had to go back to kill that guy. And I still made the decision to do it. I'm not sure why. Alright, Waste Stalkers. We're after a Manticore... well, never mind, we found it. We're after a Manticore Eyes now, so if we can find any Manticores that are not blind, that'd be great. It's pretty unlikely, they are generally blind. I think the yellow ones probably have like a 3% chance to drop an eyeball. The heroes probably something like 15. I'm done game. I don't need any more, promise. Alright, Raxa the Jade Huntress is also blind. And let's just do a quick sort of poke around Megara before I go and kill her, because I don't want any of the Goblin or Grobel Shamans to be in the area. I think I saw some Grobels. I did. None of them are Shaman by the looks of it. So. And dodge, dodge. There we go. Right, she's dead. She won't get the chance to do another one of those. Mogara's Fangs of Mending and the Cowl of the Paragon. What is that one? +4 to Panetti's. I know someone who would love that helmet. Shame they're taking a break. Also, you know, shame I don't share gear between my characters, but it is what it is. Doesn't look like we're going to get any more Manticores. I'm just going to do a quick sweep up the side here. I kind of get the feeling I'm going to need 9 of these at some point. 9 Manticore eyeballs. At some point for, uh-oh. We gotta get rid of these stone men in a hurry. So these guys with their rocks, one rock will probably take you down to half. Oh, there's a ruby. Okay. So as you can see, the other half of that particular set, I could be wearing these now, actually. The proc on those rings is actually really, really good. If you're doing cold or fire, definitely good. I'm wondering if I can use it, though. Just because of resistances. Let's actually see what happens if I take both of my rings off. Aether will be capped. Elemental, we would have 24%. So Elemental would not be capped, for sure. So I'd need to get some Elemental resistance from somewhere else. Potentially gloves. Like I said, I would love to use those rings just for the proc, because the proc is really, really nice. Nice AoE clear with it. It's pretty good even against bosses, because they get hit by it all the time too. Just generally really nice elemental rings. Not so great for lightning damage though, which... Yeah, I would like it to be better for lightning damage if possible, but it is what it is. Checking for the door here. It's not here. So now we go check the left and right sides of this little right corner there. Not here. What about over here? Yep, here it is. Okay, awesome. And there's one more spot kind of... I think it's this one, it might be this one. One of these two. There's this one here, and then somewhere over there there's probably another spot, but I never check it. I almost always find it before I get to that point. So it's not something I usually have to worry about. Okay, decent amount of loot here. What is stone footing? Poison and pierce. Okay, not bad. Probably that armor percentage as well. Maybe even the movement speed. Alright, prismatic of destruction on gloves. There's my elemental resistance if I need it. Could also maybe try to get another Ilgor's medal at some point. That one is, what, 20 levels old now? Getting an upgrade there could be good. There's also ring and amulet components that would be good for that. If I can get Black Legion reputation up to, I mean, granted it's going to be up to Revered, which is not happening anytime soon. But they have really good augments for armor as well. Level 70 is when you can actually start using them too, so that would be quite good. Alright, so old Bloodbriar here. I'm gonna give him the Ill Omen, and he's pretty much dead. There he goes. Done, and let's go downstairs. Beat our way through the bugs and the trolls, the cave trolls, or whatever they're called. What are they actually called? They're trogs, aren't they? Yeah, trogs. Very similar to troll, but probably for copyright reasons they're called trogs. Right, the spiders, honestly, I mean, I'm gonna kill this guy as well, but... So if I had the elemental balance rings right now, I'd have a pair of little orbs orbiting around me, just destroying all this stuff. And it'd be great. Why is that blocked? Why do you have to be blocked? Alright, see the cow here? It means we are very close to Ungoliax. In fact, we're right on top of Ungoliax. There she be. So now we can just kill Ungoliax and be on our way. I think I just got webbed. Oh, there we go. There's the Winter Storm. And also the Mage Guard-like guards, which maybe... That's actually pretty good resistances. Level 75. So 3 more levels I could use these. It's got cold damage, it's got movement speed, physical resistance, aether and elemental resistance. and an Elemental Blast proc. I want to use those. I don't know if I'll be able to use those. Ungoliac's Amulet is the +1 Arcanist Amulet, so unfortunately I'm not playing a Cold Caster. Otherwise I would probably use that. Having said that, Of the Grove is pretty good. Very happy with that one that I found in the farming episode. Very hard to complain about Of the Grove. Only took like 6 runs or something to get it as well. I was very surprised. Happy, but surprised. Alright, looks like we got the easy way out this time. Didn't have to go all the way up the north. I don't need this devotion shrine, but there is sometimes a treasure trove in there, so I'm going to poke my head in and just see if the treasure trove's there. Vestments of Mourning, no, although, armor is kind of garbage. OA and DA is nice, Aether and Chaos Res is nice, and +2 to Nice Chill. Definitely could use that. No treasure trove here, so let's just go ahead and leave. The other thing I could do at this point, I could do a quick run through the docks here, just to open up the bridge. But I think I'm going to leave that for later. There we go, that's what I was trying to do. Yeah, I think I will do that later. I'm not planning on doing any Celestial Totem farming for a little bit. I don't need the guns from old mate Rutnik, so we can probably leave that for later. Celestial Totems are way beyond this character at this point in time. How much room have I got for loot? I am rapidly filling up, okay. I think it's time to stop picking up rubbish. And let's go kill the boss in this area. So this section has a lot of heavy physical damage. If your armor's not up to snuff, you might get squashed here. These guys here, the Drangul Enforcers, hit like trucks. So you definitely want to have your armor up to snuff. See here the Golem-born thing. If I see that proc again, I have a look at my armor. So my average at the moment, 1211. Probably going to go up to 1411, because a lot of the times when you add 200 to 1211, usually it ends up being 1411. Sometimes your maths can be a little bit off and that doesn't exactly happen, but yep, there we go. Stacking with percentages, I imagine, is what's happening there. But that is quite a large increase in armor. Alright, let's do a little bit of the old skipping through here. You get out of the doorway. You can die just because you're a healer, and I know you're a healer, and you know that I know that you are a healer, or however that goes. Get free loot. These Draggles, man, they hurt. I also just saw one of my devotions got a level up. I can't remember which one it was, because it's been more than 3 seconds, and I have the memory of a goldfish. But I'm sure it was a really nice one. Okay, we gotta be getting really close to being full on loot. Which is fine, because we're also really close to being done here. I've now got 2 pieces of the altar set, so I'm pretty sure I just picked one up. Alright, most important thing in here is to kill all of these guys with the fancy hats. So fancy hat equals healer, and we don't want any healers, thank you very much. Alright, so Bloodfaced, I'm pretty sure I can just stand here and blow him up, honestly. So what is that one? Arcane Barrier. Didn't know he did any kind of arcane damage. Anchorette's Helm? If I wasn't getting so much damage from my current helm, I'd probably swap that. What do we got? Fist of the Venom Blade. If only I was playing a poison build, huh? What else we got? Impervious of Incantations. That's pretty good resistances. I'm never using it because it's a helmet, but good. Okay, we can't carry anymore. That's fine. Let's go turn all these quests in. We've killed everyone that needs to die. Though it does help if you go to the correct rift here. So we've got Deathmark Cadris here. Do I want to bother swapping the Explorer's set? I kind of don't, but also I'm going to. What are you doing out here? Okay, where are we up to? 72 and what? That's like 80%? I'm going to say 80%. Okay. Done. 72 and 80%. There we go. So we got almost a full level. Which is pretty good. It's pretty good. Very hard to complain about it anyway. Right, 73. More points in Harbinger of Souls here. So we went from 9% attack damage converted to health up to 10%. Also getting attack speed out of this. Also getting a bunch of vitality damage, which we are converting to cold. So this is really nice. Once this is done, I'm going to start getting Soul Harvest here. I'll probably actually ditch Vanish, or maybe move it over here. And we'll put Bone Harvest on here. It's just going to be extra damage, basically. Could also look at putting some more points into Phantasmal Armor, which is really nice. But other than that, we're looking pretty good. 2 more points in Shadow Dance. It's going to be hard capped. Yeah, we're looking really good. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do, I do want to go and get rid of, where is it? Dahlia in the Mountain Deeps. Not really get rid of her, that's probably bad wording. But I want to get rid of that quest. I really wish I had this on the Namidia's horns, but it's fine. Alright, we're going to keep the purples just for now, and I'm going to... Oh, Alta's Hood. Okay, it was a blueprint. So I can actually craft that whole set now if I wanted it. Yes, I know I sold the chest piece with the Knight's Chill levels on it. Kind of don't care. What were those gloves? What are you? Prismatic. I think I need that, don't I? Yeah, so I'm using all 3 of my ring components for that. So I can't take any off and put bleeding on there. That's fine. Those are not bad either. Those are... I would like to use those too. I can't, but I would like to. Let's hang on to that. I'll go and blow that up in a bit. Where's the purples? There they are. Blue helmet. No. Alright, let's eat this, and I guess I'm actually going to go and blow all those up. Let's go ahead and do it. Blow up all the purples. Before we do that, we can... Go. Alright, I'm definitely going to need some more dynamite. I can't make it from him, so don't worry about it. 13, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to be 1 short. Alright, new plan. New plan. I know everyone's super excited about this, but this is part of why I say you can never have enough Aether Crystals. Granted, it's my fault for turning them into dynamite, but still. I think as a Nightblade with an extra movement skill, we can just zip through here pretty quickly. Alright. Racking them up pretty quick. We've got 7 already. Plus 1 shard, which is going to be 3 more dynamite already. Let's just cast Ill Omen on that and just watch the carnage. Or, I mean, I guess it's off the screen, so we can't really watch it, but... To be fair, don't care, I was mostly doing it to get them to stop chasing me. Alright, also, the Arcovian Foothills is not a bad place to get a couple as well. It's right next to the rift. You don't have to exit to the menu to do it. And looks like I got a really good spawn here, actually. Just give me the crystal and I'll be on my way. Thank you very much. There we go. That'll do for now. I guess I actually need to go to Homestead, don't I? I need to craft those dynamites. Let's craft 2... Yeah, 6 more, one of which I'm going to use, 5 to sit in my inventory. That'll be fine. And then we'll come back and do the rest of the Homestead stuff next episode. Dynamite. 1, 2, there we go. I don't have any shards, but I think I'd rather keep the crystals for now. Which is fine. Alright. Dynamite. Gonna get me a bunch of scrap. What do I need scrap for? Something? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Maybe I'll get some fancier crafting material as well. Only scrap so far. You definitely can get fancy stuff out of this, I promise. There we go, Blood of Chthon, worth it. And a brain as well. Not the best luck. But, yeah, not too bad. Converting dynamite into sort of fancier, I guess we'll call them, crafting materials, not a complete waste of time. There we go. Alright, and on that note, I'm going to end the episode here, so I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.